The Arctic Circle isn't just a land of ice and snow, it is also a world full of strange and fascinating discoveries. From mythical creatures to logic-defying natural wonders, today, we'll explore 15 of the most mind-bending and mysterious findings in the Arctic Circle that will leave you in frosty awe. Let's start this spine-chilling journey with number 15, Narwhals. The narwhal, often referred to as the unicorn of the sea, is a symbol of the Arctic's mystique. With its long spiral tusk, actually an elongated tooth, the narwhal looks like it stepped straight out of mythology. These fascinating creatures can grow up to 16 feet, 5 meters long, and it's the males who sport the iconic tusk, which can reach up to 10 feet, 3 meters. But what's the deal with the tusk? While it's often thought to be a weapon, it actually plays a role in mating rituals and social interactions, with males using it to show dominance. Interestingly, recent research suggests the tusk is packed with nerve endings, giving narwhals a unique ability to sense changes in their environment, like shifts in temperature and pressure. These elusive creatures dive to depths of over 4,900 feet, 1,500 meters, in search of food. But sadly, climate change is threatening their icy home. As sea ice melts and human activity increases, narwhals face the potential loss of their habitat, which could disrupt their migratory patterns and feeding grounds. The Arctic may just lose one of its most iconic residents if we don't take action soon. Number 14, Nanuksaurus. In the cold reaches of the Arctic, there's a quite surprising discovery that challenges everything we thought we knew about dinosaurs. Meet Nanuksaurus, or should we say, polar bear lizard. It's a polar dinosaur that roamed the northernmost parts of Alaska around 70 million years ago. This small, fierce member of the Tyrannosaurus family was built to survive, well, very tough and extreme conditions of the Arctic, where long nights and unpredictable weather made survival miserable. Fossils of this dinosaur, including parts of its skull and jaw, suggest it was much smaller than its famous relative, the T-Rex, but no less fearsome. Living in a world with other dinosaurs like Hydrosaurus and Ceratopsians, Nanuksaurus shows us that dinosaurs didn't just stick to warm climates. They could thrive anywhere, even in the freezing cold of the polar circle. Number 13, the Pingu Crater. Deep in the unspoiled northern reaches of Quebec, Canada, lies the Pingu Crater, a perfectly circular meteorite impact site that has intrigued scientists and adventurers alike. Formed 1.4 million years ago, this crater, often called the Crystal Eye of Nunavik, is home to a lake so clear you can see 115 feet, 35 meters, into its depths. No inlets or outlets disturb the pristine water, which is fed only by rain and snow, making it exceptionally pure. Over time, this lake has become a living record of Earth's environmental history, capturing details about past glaciations, climate changes, and even the arrival of humans in the Arctic. For those lucky enough to visit, the Pingu Crater is a mesmerizing place to witness nature's ancient beauty and its ongoing story of survival and change. Number 12, the Hakan Mby Mud Volcano. Beneath the icy waters of the Barents Sea, there's a mud volcano that defies everything we thought we knew about life in the deep sea. The Hakan Mby Mud Volcano, located more than 4,100 feet, 1,250 meters below the surface, isn't erupting with lava, but with methane-rich fluids and gases. This phenomenon, known as a cold seep, is home to a unique ecosystem where bacteria feed on methane, creating an entirely self-sustaining system of life. It's the kind of place that challenges what we thought we knew about how life could exist. Here, tube worms, clams, and other creatures thrive in conditions that would be considered impossible elsewhere. The discovery of this mud volcano is a glimpse into the future of studying extreme environments, both on Earth and potentially on other planets. Number 11. The HMS Terror. When you think of the HMS Terror, you probably picture it frozen in time, a relic of one of the most mysterious expeditions in Arctic history. In 1845, Captain Sir John Franklin set out to chart the Northwest Passage, and the HMS Terror was one of the ships that embarked on this ambitious journey. What followed was a saga of tragedy. Both ships got stuck in the ice, and the crew perished. For over 150 years, the fate of the HMS Terror remained a mystery. Then, in 2016, after numerous attempts to locate it, the ship was finally discovered in Terror Bay. Remarkably preserved by the cold, its wreck provides a haunting look into the final days of the ill-fated expedition. Today, the HMS Terror offers a chilling reminder of the price explorers have paid in the name of discovery. Number 10. The Yuka Mammoth. What happens when a woolly mammoth is perfectly preserved for thousands of years? Well, you get the Yuka Mammoth, one of the best preserved specimens ever found. Discovered in Siberian permafrost, this mammoth's body is so well preserved that it still holds soft tissues like skin and muscle, allowing scientists to study it in extraordinary detail. Estimated to have roamed the Earth about 39,000 years ago, the mammoth's remarkably intact remains are providing a wealth of information about Ice Age life. For instance, the mammoth's stomach contents were preserved, revealing the types of vegetation it ate. These findings are crucial for understanding the ecosystems of the past and offer new insights into Yuka mammoth's diet, behavior, and adaptations. Plus, with advanced DNA analysis, we're getting closer to understanding how these ancient giants evolved into the species we recognize today. Number 9. The Aurora Vent Field. Beneath the icy waters of the Arctic, an undersea mountain range known as the Gackle Ridge holds a hidden secret, the Aurora Vent Field. Discovered only in the 21st century, this vent field sits more than 13,000 feet, 4,000 meters, below the surface, releasing superheated water full of minerals like iron, sulfur, and manganese. The ecosystems here are unlike anything we encounter on land. These underwater chimneys support a community of organisms that thrive without sunlight. Instead, bacteria convert chemicals from the vents into food, forming the base of a food web that includes shrimp, clams, and even fish. The Aurora Vent Field is a living laboratory, providing scientists with a glimpse of life on Earth's extreme frontiers and perhaps a preview of what life could look like on distant planets with similar conditions. Number 8. The Arctic Henge. Built on Iceland's northernmost edge, the Arctic Henge is a monument to both Icelandic folklore and astronomical marvels. This massive stone structure is an ode to the ancient Norse gods, featuring 4 main gates aligned with the cardinal directions. These gates don't just look impressive, they capture the sunlight during solstices and equinoxes, casting long, dramatic shadows across the landscape. The centerpiece of the henge is a towering basalt column, representing the world tree of Norse mythology, Yggdrasil. What makes this site truly magical is that it's always evolving, with new additions and improvements that make it feel like a living, breathing piece of history. Whether it's the never-setting summer sun or the deep twilight of winter, the Arctic Henge offers an unforgettable experience in the heart of Iceland's wild beauty. Number 7. The Greenland Shark. The Greenland shark is a creature that's earned its place in Arctic lore, not just because of its size, but due to its awe-inspiring longevity. Some of these sharks have been alive for over 400 years, making them the longest living vertebrates on Earth. Found in the deep, cold waters of the North Atlantic, these slow-moving predators are rarely seen by humans. They've adapted to the extreme cold, thriving in temperatures that would freeze most other creatures. Despite being one of the largest shark species, they aren't a threat to humans, and their slow metabolism means they don't need to eat often. Instead, they feast on seals, and sometimes even polar bears and reindeer. They're like the wise old souls of the sea, roaming the depths while avoiding the spotlight. Number 6. Pleistocene Park. Welcome to Pleistocene Park in northeastern Siberia, a bold experiment in ecological restoration that feels like something out of Jurassic Park. Founded by Russian scientists Sergei and Nikita Zoff, the park's aim is to recreate the ecosystem of the Pleistocene era by reintroducing ancient herbivores like bison, reindeer, and musk oxen to the Siberian tundra. The theory is simple. Large herbivores once helped maintain vast grasslands by grazing, which could slow the thawing of permafrost, a process that contributes to climate change. With plans to eventually reintroduce genetically modified woolly mammoths, fingers crossed, Pleistocene Park might hold the key to mitigating climate change and preserving our planet's frozen frontier. The park already shows quite promising results, with its grazing animals transforming shrub-dominated areas into lush grasslands. And it's not done yet. Number 5. The Unark Island Hot Springs. You wouldn't expect a hot spring in the icy Arctic, right? Well, that's exactly what you'll find on Unark Island, a small, uninhabited gem off the coast of Greenland. These geothermal springs are like a secret oasis, offering a warm, soothing retreat in the middle of the freezing Arctic. Nestled in a fjord between two towns, the hot springs maintain a comfortable temperature of around 98 degrees Celsius, 37 degrees, year-round, making them the perfect place to unwind after a cold day in the wilderness. Though locals have known about them for centuries, they remain largely untouched by commercialization, so visitors can still enjoy the serene beauty of the landscape, unspoiled. Getting there isn't easy, but that's part of the adventure. Prepare for a boat ride that'll show you glaciers, icebergs, and some of the most stunning coastal views on Earth. Number 4. Nazi Weather Outpost. Hidden deep in the Arctic, the Schatzgräber weather station on Alexander Island was a covert operation by Nazi Germany during World War II. Constructed in 1943, its mission was straightforward: gather vital weather data to help plan military operations in the North Atlantic. But this outpost was more than just a weather station. It was a lifeline for Nazi forces trying to gain an advantage in the harsh Arctic conditions. Unfortunately, life at this remote outpost was brutal. The crew had to endure constant isolation and freezing temperatures with no easy way to resupply. In 1944, disaster struck when a parasitic disease incapacitated most of the station's personnel. Desperate, the crew sent out a distress signal and a rescue operation was launched. The Schatzgräber station was eventually abandoned, but it remains a haunting reminder of the extreme conditions and secretive operations that took place in one of the world's most desolate regions. Number 3. SS Terra Nova. Imagine this. A sturdy whaling ship, built in 1884, braving the treacherous polar waters and carrying a crew of determined explorers. The SS Terra Nova became legendary after its involvement in Captain Robert Falcon Scott's Antarctic expedition from 1910 to 1913. The ship was a beast. Designed to navigate through ice-choked waters, its reinforced hull could endure harsh conditions that would send most vessels to the bottom. Scott's goal was clear: reach the South Pole first. But despite their best efforts, Scott's team was beaten by Norwegian explorer Roald Amundsen, who made it 34 days ahead. The Terra Nova, though, didn't simply fade into obscurity. It continued its legacy, carrying out rescue missions in Antarctica before it was lost to history in 1943 when it sank off the coast of Greenland. For decades, the ship's final resting place was a mystery, but in 2012, It was rediscovered, still holding secrets from the age of exploration, making its journey a tale of triumph, tragedy, and unyielding human spirit. Number 2. Pythavirus Siberian. Here's a thought that might make you shiver. Ancient viruses lying dormant for millennia, waiting to be awakened. In 2014, researchers stumbled upon one such virus, Pythavirus Siberian. Found deep in the Siberian permafrost, this ancient virus had been frozen for an astonishing 30,000 years. And when scientists revived it, they didn't just find an old virus, they found one of the largest viruses ever discovered, measuring over 1.5 micrometers in length. It wasn't just its size that shocked the scientific community, it was its ability to infect. By using amoebas as hosts, this virus was still capable of replication after thousands of years. It's like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, and it raised a chilling question. What else is buried in the Arctic ice? While Pythavirus Siberian isn't a threat to humans, it serves as a reminder that the ice holds more than just ancient creatures. It might be hiding long-forgotten pathogens capable of making a return. Number 1. The lion's mane. Jellyfish. If you've ever wondered what a creature straight out of a fantasy novel looks like, meet the lion's mane jellyfish. This jellyfish is nothing short of jaw-dropping, measuring up to 7 feet, 2 meters in diameter, with tentacles that stretch up to 120 feet, 37 meters, longer than most whales. Despite its impressive size, this jellyfish is surprisingly gentle, mostly floating through the Arctic waters in search of tiny prey like plankton and small fish. The sheer number of tentacles gives it a flowing, hair-like appearance, earning it its regal name. But don't let its beauty fool you. This jellyfish plays a key role in the Arctic ecosystem. It serves as both a predator and prey, balancing the marine life around it. And if you catch it at night, you might even see it glow in the dark, lighting up the ocean in an eerie bioluminescent display. So, which of these Arctic wonders has intrigued you the most? Well, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And in the end, as we always say, if you find this video interesting, make sure to like and subscribe for more amazing content. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the world because, like the Arctic, there's always something new to discover.